At the beginning of the story, the air is thick with fear, and the sound of frantic footsteps echo through the dark woods. Two men are running, their breaths ragged and their eyes wide with terror. One of them clutches a wooden stick tightly in his hand, not just any stick, but something that seems to carry a strange weight, a hidden power. He pulls his friend along, urging him to stay quiet. They duck behind the trees, their hearts pounding. For a moment, silence. The man exhales shakily and whispers, "Brother, we can't escape this monster." His friend, trembling, replies, "Maybe we can use the box." But the first man shakes his head fiercely. "No, never." Just then, a deep, unnatural growl pierces the night. The ground trembles. The two men look at each other, their terror renewed, and take off running again. The forest seems endless, but the monster is faster. A shadow looms over them. A horrifying roar tears through the darkness, and the stick slips from the man's hand, hitting the ground with a dull thud. A moment later, a monstrous clawed hand emerges from the darkness and picks it up. The scene fades, and morning light fills a small Australian suburb. We see Zoe, a young girl staring blankly out her window. She has just moved here with her father after her mother's death. The grief sits heavily in her eyes. Once, she was close to her mother, but years of distance and silence had created a rift between them. Now, it's too late. She watches her old friends laughing together on a video call, their voices full of life. Her smile falters. She feels left out, adrift in a new country, a stranger in her own story. The next day, Zoe's college organizes a field trip to a special museum, one known for its mysterious artifacts and ancient legends. Their teacher announces proudly, "This museum holds the legacy of the elementalists, people who once claimed to possess magical powers, drawn from the sacred tree of knowledge." The students exchange curious glances. But one day, the teacher continues dramatically, "A wicked witch attacked them all." From the back of the group, a boy named Aviar chuckles and raises his hand. "Yes, ma'am. I was there too," he jokes. The entire class bursts into laughter, breaking the tension. On the bus ride to the museum, Zoe sits quietly beside Owen, a boy known for his intelligence and his inability to stop talking. He keeps chattering endlessly until a girl with striking purple hair, Kelly, turns around, her glare sharp enough to cut glass. "Shut up, you bastard, or I'll break your teeth." The bus falls silent for a moment. Owen freezes. Then, as soon as she turns around, he grins sheepishly, and Zoe can't help but laugh. When they arrive, they are greeted by Dr. Rosen, the museum's manager, a woman with an air of mystery. She begins explaining the history of the place, but Zoe's attention drifts, and so does Owen's. They wander away, exploring. Their eyes fall upon a display, and there it is, the same stick from the opening scene. Old, yet pulsing faintly, with something alive. Owen leans closer. "Weird engravings," he mutters. As his fingers hover near it, the carvings suddenly begin to glow with a bluish light. The glass case rattles, and then, impossibly, the stick slides out on its own. Joey, another boy from the group, catches it instinctively. The marks flare brighter, and identical glowing symbols appear on the hands of everyone standing near him. At that exact moment, Dr. Rosen rushes over. "What have you done?" she gasps. The students panic, talking over each other. "He touched it." "No, I didn't. It just moved." But Dr. Rosen doesn't scold them. Her face is pale. "Come with me," she says urgently. "Now." They follow her into her office, a room filled with strange ancient objects, crystals, scrolls, and maps. Joey finally asks, "Dr. Rosen, what's going on?" The woman doesn't answer immediately. She's pacing, muttering to herself. "It shouldn't have happened. The case was unbreakable." "It's like magic," Owen says quietly. Dr. Rosen stops. "Magic? Perhaps. That stick was made from the tree of knowledge, the same tree that once gave the elementalists their power. Some say it can act as a wand." The students stare in disbelief. Owen, still curious, asks, "Where did it come from?" "It was found about 100 years ago," Dr. Rosen explains, "but everyone who studied it disappeared. The stick has been silent ever since. It has never glowed. Until today." Caitlin, one of the girls, speaks up hesitantly. "But why are the same marks appearing on us?" Dr. Rosen doesn't answer. Instead, she opens a drawer and reveals a small black cube, smooth and ominous. "This," she says, "was found near the same pole. If the stick reacted to your touch, this might too." She instructs them to touch it one by one. Each student does, and as their fingers make contact, they feel a sudden numbness, like time freezing around them. Only Joey hesitates. Something inside him screams not to, but then, he hears a voice. A familiar, gentle voice, whispering from inside the cube, his mother's voice. "Joey, come to me." His hand trembles, and he touches it. Instantly, the world around them shatters. The museum dissolves into a swirl of light and wind, and then darkness. When they open their eyes, they are lying in a vast desert. The sun blazes overhead. Kelly panics, shouting, "Where are we?" Caitlin glares at Dr. Rosen. "This is your fault. What did you do to us?" Before an argument can erupt, Owen raises a hand. "Wait, do you hear that?" Faintly, from the distance, comes the sound of music. Strange and haunting. Dr. Rosen squints toward the horizon. "Let's go. We won't survive here for long." They begin walking, silent and wary. Eventually, they reach a dense forest at the desert's edge. There, sitting under a massive tree, they find an old man, covered head to toe in damp moss and fungus. At first, they think he's dead, but suddenly, his eyes open, his voice cracks through the air. Has the good time come? The children exchange puzzled glances. Time for what? The old man's gaze softens as he looks directly at Zoe. Daughter of the earth, he murmurs. You are all connected, like the 5 elements of this world. But beware, the beast does not forgive strangers. If you reveal your true selves, it will not harm you. A deep roar shakes the ground, sending chills down their spines. The beast! Caitlin cries. The man, Madruk, raises his hand weakly. Show him who you are. Only then will he let you go. Dr. Rosen's voice cuts through the chaos. Run! They scatter into the woods as the monstrous roar grows louder. Behind them, Madruk's fading voice echoes. Show your true form. Only then will you survive. Dr. Rosen takes a different path, glancing over her shoulder as the beast charges after her. A powerful blow sends her crashing to the ground. Darkness. Elsewhere, the others keep running. Caitlin trips, heading straight toward a massive tree. Joey grabs her hand just in time, pulling her to safety, but the beast is upon them. Just as it's about to strike, Joey vanishes, sucked straight into the tree itself. When he opens his eyes, he's lying before Madruk again. How did you do that? He gasps. Madruk smiles faintly. All trees are one. The forest hides those it favors. Meanwhile, Dr. Rosen wakes up. She hears giggling, high-pitched, eerie laughter, then a sharp poke in her ear. She jerks up, horrified. Goblins surround her, and in that moment, the truth unfolds. Dr. Rosen is the same witch from the ancient story. Her eyes darken. Enough games, she hisses to the goblins. Drive those children deeper into the forest. They must find the other half of the stick. Back with Joey, Madruk explains the truth. The tree of knowledge is sacred. The witch was once its guardian, but greed consumed her. She sought to own the tree's power, to rule the world. We elementalists fought her, sealing her away, but she still seeks to return. He tells Zoe that the stick is only half of a wand. You must find the remaining parts and reunite them. Only then can we stop her. He gives her directions. Seek the place where darkness is deepest. There you will find the way. Before she leaves, he warns softly, you carry the witch's scent. Wash it away, or the beast will find you. Zoe covers herself in mud and sets off through the forest. Meanwhile, her friends decipher strange markings carved into a stone wall. Kelly points out the drawings. It looks like water, air, and a tree. Owen's eyes widen. The 5 elements. We have to unite them. Zoe finally reunites with the group, but the beast is close. Dr. Rosen appears from the shadows and pulls Zoe down just in time. Joey hugs her, relieved, and tells her everything Madruk revealed. He said a witch wants to steal the tree's power. Dr. Rosen's expression twists with fury. That old fool lied to you. I am that witch. But not as you think. I want to use the tree's power to heal this world, to make things right again. That's why I brought you here. Joey steps back, uncertain, torn between belief and fear. Dr. Rosen gestures toward the forest. Your friends are waiting. Go. But remember, only I can protect you. Joey runs to the others. Together, they gather before the stone wall, covered in glowing sigils. We have to do this together, Joey says firmly. They all place their hands on the wall. The symbols blaze with light, and the gate opens. They step through, emerging into a lush, glowing woodland. There, Joey looks at his friends and whispers. Madruk said the stick isn't whole, the witch's spirit. It's inside all of us. The wind rustles through the trees, carrying a faint whisper, half warning, half promise, as the story's true mystery begins to unfold.